Hi everybody, and thank you for joining us for this team program. I should say me, there's nobody else in the room with me. As you know, we've been doing summer reading program, and we've been doing it for Imagine Your Story. And so we've been doing fairy tales and fantasy, and one of the ones that I wanted to cover that we really haven't touched on much is mythology. And I don't know what made me think of it, but I was thinking about Pegasus, and that was the winged horse. And that also made me think about how significant feathers are in mythology in different cultures. So I just wanted to touch base on that a little bit and then explain to you what we've got as a craft that you can take and make and you can pick up from your library. So as I said, I started out with Pegasus, and I guess probably a really long time ago that we had studied about Pegasus, but I hadn't really remembered a whole lot about it. But anyway, Pegasus for a brief time belonged to a mortal called Bellerophon. Pretty close to that, okay? And so anyway, at some point, he decided that he was so wonderful because of all the wonderful battles that he had won, that he should go up into the heavens and be with the rest of the gods. Well, that didn't really work out so good for him, and so he was struck down and ended up dying because he was immortal, but that left Pegasus as going ahead and going on, and eventually did find his way to heaven. And so let me turn the page because I want to make sure I get my facts right. Once he was in heaven, then Zeus decided that he would tame Pegasus and that Pegasus would become his. And he tasked Pegasus with drawing his thunderbolt carrying chariot. So that's why a lot of times in fantasy you'll see Pegasus with a chariot attached, because that was Zeus's mode of transportation. So anyway, that's kind of what I had on that. But then I was thinking, there are a lot of things that we don't know about feathers. And for example, that the Egyptians believed feathers were symbolic of sky gods. Kind of makes sense because they're wings. And Maat, it's M-A with an apostrophe A-T, she was the Egyptian goddess of justice, and she would weigh the hearts of newly dead in the underworld against the weight of a feather to determine the worthiness of his or her soul. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And then, let's see, that was Egypt. Even in Christianity, feathers represent virtues. As you know, angels have wings, cherubs have wings, even though that's probably really more mythology. But again, it's across not only cultures, but also religious beliefs as well. So I thought I would mention that. One of my favorite mythology is Norse mythology. And the reason why I like it is just because I'm a little fascinated by the whole Norse culture during the Viking times. And so there was, in Norse mythology, Freya, and she was, which is Old Norse for the lady. And she's a goddess that is associated with love, beauty, fertility, war, sex, gold, and what else? That's it. Okay, so anyway, again, she rides a chariot pulled by two cats and is accompanied by a boar. And it has a name, but I do not speak Norse very well, so we're just going to let it go at that. And you can look it up for yourself. Which, I want to say, I learned all these facts by going onto our Scenic Regional website and going to Explorer, and you put in the keyword that you want, and it will give you all these different options. And then from there, go ahead and start narrowing your field. This is put out by EBSCOhost, and EBSCOhost is used in a lot of universities. As a matter of fact, the one that I went to did. So, with that said, I don't want to take a whole lot of time, but of course I was also very interested in Native Americans because I have a 4 times great-grandmother that was Cherokee Indian, and yes, it is correctly documented, so I do know. So, anyway, the symbol of feathers deals with ascension or our spiritual evolution to a higher plane. And I really like that because I think that there is a spirituality that comes along with Native Americans and how they their culture lives their life within their communities. So I just wanted to touch on that also. I'm going to put these papers over here. Excuse me for just a minute. And then I did pull some books out of the library. I'm at the Pacific branch. And this one is called, and this is perfect for me, The Complete Idiot's Guide to Classical Mythology. And you'll find a lot of things on Egypt and Greece and Roman, Greek and Roman mythology in here. So then, because I was on a tear to find stuff to show you, this one is titled Heroes, Gods, and Emperors, and it's from Roman mythology. And there's a lot of different things that you can learn in that one as well. And it is a very entertaining read to go along with it. I have one more, and this one's called World Mythology, and I really enjoyed this book a lot. I didn't read all of it, I'll be honest with you, because I was searching to make this video. So those are the different things. And then, of course, you can go into your graphic novels and into fantasy authors, and you'll find more things along those lines in the mythology department. So for our project for this week is a feather wall hanging. And, oh, it's stuck. There we go. What I did was I went outside. You'll have to furnish your own stick, and you cut it down, and it's got to be small because your pieces of leather that you're going to get, you get a long one, and then you can cut it into 2, 3, however many you want of these. And I thought I had a glue gun here, and I was going to glue it all together while we were online, or not online, but watching this. I guess it would be online. And then you put them on here. But I would really suggest a glue gun because, as you can see, Mr. Old Elmer, his glue did not stick. And then you will get in a bag, along with the leather lace, feathers. And then what you do is you hot glue them on. And my intention was to put one on with the hot glue gun, and then maybe layer some kind of spread out of the other feathers on top of that, so I could get more feathers than I would normally have just putting one on one, because otherwise you'll get 3, So that is my suggestion to you. I hope you enjoy this craft. I hope that you enjoy learning more and reading more about mythology and the importance of different cultures, beliefs, and feathers, and how they apply even to this day. For example, like the Native American. I wish to say thank you for joining me, and please come back next Wednesday when we'll have another real quick video for you to watch and a new take and make project for you to pick up at the library and take home. In Pacific, you can find them at the front desk. Just ask anybody that's working there. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the future. You have a very nice day. Bye-bye.